I hope you're in the mood for jazz, because now we move on to the classiest engine in the Plarail range. Everyone knows by now, it's no one else but the splendid red engine, James. I've already alluded quite a bit about this review with James merely from the TAKARA, TOMY vs. Fisher-Price Trackmaster skit ditty that I had planned to make this ridiculously long video, but I decided to just cut it up into separate reviews. We also know that Paxton would have superseded James if he had not, unfortunately, gotten into that terrible little accident. So, while Paxton is a way to be mended, we will turn our focus onto the splendid red engine. Everyone has probably seen pictures of the Plarail James looking exactly like the Season 6 counterpart, and we also know that he comes with a Troublesome van whose most notorious and memorable appearance was in A Close Shave for Duck, or simply A Close Shave. And James also comes with the legendarily rare Tar Tanker, which makes its most notable appearance in James in a Mess, or Dirty Off Death. Looking at the Plarail model, there is absolutely no difference between it and the televised counterpart from Series 6. Now, there's one or two small differences, which would obviously be the wheel count and the fact that there's no crew to operate him, and there's a little switch on the cab, and you can't really see his whistle because they didn't put it in there for obvious reasons. Other than that, the only thing that I can truly see with this model is it looks great, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would want one of these. Now, if you look for one on eBay, prices can vary. I got mine for $250, but obviously it came brand new, mint in box, and all that nice neat goodiness. There's nothing really wrong with the detail in my eyes, except for the insertion of the plastic beneath his cab roof. I was feeling that, like my Fisher-Price model, that could be filled in with a black enamel to make it look like it's the cab and not essentially just more red plastic. But other than that, I don't really have any beefs with it. I do have to applaud the Plarail Corporation for so much detail, and the fact that the wire holder to connect the tender and the motor in the engine is black, giving it the more realistic look as to what would probably be in real life. So there's nothing wrong with the James model at all in my eyes, and I would really encourage that everyone tries to pick one up off of eBay. Taking a look at the only characterized piece of rolling stock that comes with James, it's the Troublesome van, which its most famous cameo happened to be in A Close Shave for Duck, being the truck directly behind Edward. Now, if anyone wants to procure more of these, a grand total of 4 are being manufactured and sold with engines. These engines are James, Henry, Edward, and the now discontinued Arthur. Overall, there's nothing wrong with the rolling stock itself. The only thing I have to say is I really like the face, but since the hook coupling is on the other side, wouldn't they have put the face on there instead of on the back where the eye coupling is? You can tell I really enjoy having this one piece of rolling stock. It's actually more realistic than any of the other boxcars I have. And it gives some more deviousness to the yard than what already is and what needs to be. Taking a look at the last piece of rolling stock that comes with James, it is now more elusive Tar Tanker. Now, when Fisher-Price had begun to take over hit toys for the Trackmaster range, they released Stanley with one of these. I have yet to actually find any proof that their Trackmaster Stanley comes with an official Tar Tanker. But if you're looking to pick up the Plarail ones, they are only available with 2 engines, and that is James and the now becoming discontinued Boko. Personally, there's nothing wrong with this Tar Tanker in my eyes, and I am elated to finally have one of these tankers. To me, it seems kind of ironic. The splendid red engine gets a freight wagon that he collided into and got dirty with in the episode James in a Mess or Dirty Objects. Quite frankly, for me, it's very amusing, and I would have to wonder, what if they gave James 2 of these tankers instead of just the Troublesome van and the 1 tanker? Who knows, maybe they'll do it sometime. I guess just out of plain interest, I'll show you the box. You can tell that it's the Season 6 episode, James in the Red Balloon, with a snapshot that they put on the box. And it's actually completely themed to be exclusively and particularly just for James. Even on the bottom, there's the little animated James face, just a little animated James, and it shows you the entire train set. It's telling you it's the blue rail world. And you get to see what you get with James and the set. On the top, it says probably the TOMY Corporation, T-05, and then possibly James. I can't speak Japanese, so please do forgive me. But later on, there's that little box that says James and has additional information that I essentially can't make out. If you continue to look on the back, there's a lot of licensing information, and you even get to see how to install the battery into the engine. And of course, it automatically shows it's just a C-cell battery, and then the on-off switch and how it works. I'll just give you like a few seconds to quickly take a look over it, but everyone knows pretty much, if they've owned TOMY, James, Edward, Gordon, and Henry, you know what to do. At one of the front ends of the box, I think it's on the other side of the Season 6 episode snapshot, you get to see the updated Plarail models ranging from Thomas all the way to Percy. Yes, I do plan on procuring all of them, but I'm not telling you which ones I do not have.